Hey guys, genealogy video. I always keep you abreast of what's going on in my genealogy. Now I got this book, The History of Framingham, based on that book with the the index of all of the different town histories. So here's what I found. Ralph Hemingway, which is my not sure how many times removed great-grandfather, and two other men were voted to a committee to start a workhouse to take care of the poor and put them there. In 1766, the building of the poorhouse was approved. Why did it take 20 years? Anyway, Ebenezer Hemingway, which might have been his brother, was a doctor in the town of Framingham, 1750 to 1777. Joshua Hemingway, another relative of mine. And you have Mrs. Deborah Hemingway, Mrs. Bathsheba Hemingway. These are deaths that are noted. Ebenezer's death is noted. John was a soldier in the French and American War. We have several revolutionary soldiers. Isaac died. He was a drummer. Then there was Jonas, Samuel, Thaddeus, Daniel. Ebenezer was a Minuteman, and he worked as a clerk for the war effort. Nathan Ichabod bought stock of attenuation. I'm not sure what that is. And there are trees from page 282 to 289. And I will show you that right here. I'm not going to read you the entire tree. It will bore you to death. Oh, this is the original receipt when someone bought it. From Heritage Books in Bowie, Maryland. And the person lived in Harwinton, Connecticut. And he actually paid $35 for it, with shipping of $3.50 for a total of $38.50. So it's interesting that it was actually in here. I'm using it as a bookmark to bookmark that page so that I can go through and but yeah, Ralph Hemingway is my many times removed great-grandfather. In fact, I remember a guy saying, because he did his, what do you call it, Y-DNA, that he did not believe that that was my Hemingway line. Well, I would have proved that he was incorrect. That was in fact my Hemingway line. So people can be wrong. Sometimes we are. It's called being human. You know? But yeah. And that will probably, the trees will probably help me figure out the exact relationship, because it says Ralph married and had these kids. Born these dates. And it shows who the daughters married and everything. Okay. Gosh, can you imagine giving birth to twins back then with no drugs? Ooh. Anyway, bad enough giving birth to one baby with no drugs. Can you imagine twins? Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the tree, and it's going to help me put everybody together, which is good. I have to check my tree and compare notes to it a little bit. Let's do that. Let's look for Ralph Hemingway on my tree, shall we? And we'll see. Whoa. Okay. Let's look up Ralph Hemingway on my tree, shall we? Okay. Okay. And I'll tell you what grandfather he was. Because my line of the family ended up in French Canada. And that's where the French side of the family was sort of born. Because they married French women, had children with French women, those children were French. So, let me go to, where's genealogy? Right here, okay. Oh, why am I going here? And I can just go to Ancestry and make it easier on myself. I mean, I could go there, but I'll just go over to Ancestry. Okay, let's, whoops. Ancestry, right here. Okay. Okay, I need to search my tree. Okay. Go to tree. Okay. Need to search the tree. Find in tree. R-A-L-P-H. Ralph Hemingway, 6th great grandfather. And I have my 8th great grandfather is also Ralph. So let's do this. Okay. Roxbury. Profile. Okay. His father was Ralph. Came to Roxbury, who married Elizabeth Hughes. Okay. So, that Ralph married Elizabeth Hughes. So, that Ralph is my 9th great grandfather. Okay. Go to his son Ralph, my 8th great grandfather, and oh, I got 5 hints right here. They lived in Framingham, though. Even though we have everything Roxbury. Review. Hey, review. Alrighty, let me see. Okay. I need a spouse for him. It's strange because they were in Framingham, but I've got them all born in, well, Roxbury. I don't want to edit. Search. So he was like barely 30 years old when he died. Huh. Okay. Wow. What's this one? Okay, that's a marriage, but there's no information. And there's about 9 Ralph Hemingways in the family, so it's another one of those things, you know? He was 29 when he died. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to my tree search. Because it did say in the book that some were born in Roxbury. It did say that in the Framingham book. This is my 9th great grandfather. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Ralph Hemingway. That's my 6th great grandfather. All right. That's later. He's Joshua and Rebecca's son. Okay. So, profile on that one. Yeah, this one died in Framingham. Okay. This is Joshua, my 8th great grandfather, son of Ralph and Elizabeth. Okay. So why is their son Ralph listed as Huh? Oh, that's Joshua's son. Oh, okay. Joshua and Joan, or Joanne rather. Okay. And all right. So the Joshua that's there died in 1716 in Framingham. Okay. That's great. And these are his kids. And then it goes to his son Ralph is my 7th great grandfather. Okay. And he doesn't have a spouse. At least not in my tree. Ah, here we go. Review. Yes. Save to break. Okay. Okay. Sardine. All right. There's a picture here. Not of him, just of Hemingway. James Smith Hemingway. Insurance companies, member Historical Society and clubs, Republican Congregationalists, home, Temple Street, Haven, office, 25 Broadway, New York. Married, Louise Ludington, had Harold, Margaret, James. Okay, I'm going to print this. Tools. Print. Ouch. Oh, can you? Okay, that's good. Please wait for printer connection. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm also going to save it. Yes. Thank you. Saved to 3. Wow, this lady lived to be 78, 88, 98, 1708, 1718, 1728, 1738, 48, 58, would have been 80, 59, 60, 61, 62, 88. She lived to be 88 years old. My 7th great grandmother. So yeah, I can compare notes. And that's kind of one of the things you have to do. So I just wanted to introduce you to that a little bit. I know that was a long video, but I think it's important. That you know how to compare notes. Like I will literally take the book, look at my list, and so now we know that that one was my 8th or 9th great grandfather. I knew it was a few grandfathers back. Quite a few. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.